What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Oba's Trending Gist, where we bring you the hottest and the most trending news from the Nigerian political scene. And today, we have a certified earthquake. A major political drama is unfolding right before our eyes, and it involves the presidential candidate of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, Mr. Dumebi Kachikwu. Just when you think you've seen it all, the ADC has been thrown inside chaos. A powerful coalition with former Senate President Senator David Mark at the forefront as the new interim national chairman has announced a takeover of the party's leadership. This move has effectively sidelined the party's own presidential flag bearer. But if you know anything about Dumebi Kachikwu, you know he's not one to go down without a fight. He has come out, all guns blazing, to react to what he sees as an illegal and hostile takeover of his party. This is serious, people. Let's hear directly from him. So sit back and take a watch.
Dear ADC family and fellow Nigerians, it's with the greatest amusement that I watch the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar-led group announce their takeover of the national leadership of the African Democratic Congress. As is expected, I have been inundated with a lot of calls and messages seeking my reaction to the unfolding dramedy. The facts of the matter are as follows. The Atiku-led group are in some form of alliance with the former leadership of the party led by Ralph Nwosu. The tenure of the Nwosu-led executive lapsed on August 21st, 2022, and his continued parade of himself as the chairman of the party was and is the subject of various litigations in different courts across the country. From the foregoing, I want to then pose the following questions. Can you build something on nothing? Can you shave a man's hair in his absence? Can you enter a man's house through the back door and declare yourself the landlord?
Wow, you heard him. He's not just calling it a drama, he's calling it a dramedy, a dramatic comedy. He's asking some very powerful questions there. His argument is simple. The man who supposedly handed over the power to this new coalition, Ralph Nwosu, had no legal power to do so because his tenure had already expired. So, in Kachuku's eyes, this entire takeover is built on nothing. You can't enter a man's house through the back door and declare yourself the landlord. That is a heavy statement. Now, let's talk about the people he's accusing. He didn't just mention Senator David Mark, he directly pointed a finger at a group led by former Vice President Atiku Abubakar. This adds a completely different and more explosive layer to his story. He calls them yesterday's men, a group of political veterans who he believes have failed Nigeria in the past and now trying to hijack the ADC for their own ambitions. As he continues his speech, watch the reaction of some of the political figures involved. Just sit back and take a watch.
These yesterday's men who represent a bad chapter in Nigeria's past have bought bad markets from a man who represents a bad chapter in ADC's past. Nigerians have watched in amazement as this group of mostly geriatrics shopped around for a party to prosecute their chopping must continue ambition. This further cements the opinion most hold that political parties in Nigeria stand for nothing and will fall for anything. They have told us that they are fighting for the rights of ordinary Nigerians and that they are on a rescue mission. But what is confusing to the Nigerians they want to rescue is that these men, made up of a former vice president, former governors, ministers, and political office holders, are the same people who have presided over the affairs of this nation for the past 4 decades. We have absolutely nothing to show for their decades of leadership other than being seen as a nation divided by tribe and religion and thriving in mediocrity. We are a nation lacking in the basics whose majority are poor. But here we are watching those who set our nation on fire, saying they are the fire brigade. No, you're not. You are a bunch of greedy and selfish old men who believe that political power is your birthright. You stand for nothing other than your interest and will pay any price to hold political office. Nigerians are tired of your generation and reject everything you have to offer, which is nothing. Nigerians yearn for new names, new faces, fresh ideas, and progressive ideals. We yearn for a new Nigeria that thrives on meritocracy and de-emphasizes tribe and religion. We dream of a nation that works for all Nigerians, irrespective of region or religion. We want a nation whose laws and opportunities are equal to all men. We desire inclusiveness for all and social protections for the weak amongst us. Nigerians have never asked for much other than a leadership that truly cares. You have failed us and stand rejected by us. If you seek to be a part of the ADC, do the proper thing and come through the front door. We are a party of decent and well-behaved people. Our brand of opposition is one that not only opposes, but proposes something your group is not conversant with. I strongly suspect that you will be shopping for another party very soon. And as you do that, we, the members of the African Democratic Congress, wish you bon voyage.
You didn't tell me about it. He didn't tell me. Exactly is responsible for the composed itself as a political party since then?
Very soon, they will leave the party and look for a new party. And we saw that they tried SDP, we saw they tried a couple of other parties, and it didn't work for them. Most party members of ADC are not aware, are not part of this, don't back this, don't support this in any way.
Actually selling out the party to the SDI.
I won't accord him that regard of calling former chairman. You see that is what he's trying to do with these people.
Of the party. But on INEC website, is the name that INEC recognizes.
Bon voyage. He is literally telling them goodbye and wishing them a good journey out of his party. He is calling them the fire that burns Nigeria, now pretending to be the fire brigade. This is a full-blown declaration of war for soul of the ADC. So here is the situation. On one side, you have the party's presidential candidate, Dumebi Kachikwu, who says the takeover is illegal. On the other, you have a powerful coalition of political heavyweights led by Senator David Mark, who are now in control of the party's structure. This is a story we will be following very closely. Who do you think is right in this situation? Is this a legitimate transition or a political coup? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed this gist, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to Oba's Trending Gist, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, stay informed.